I got pizza on the way. You know, it's like kind of funny though. It's like this one dude. Share with you guys here. Underground Thomas said, "Life is not all handies and head. Life is not all handies and head." In other words, he's saying life is not all blowjobs and hand jobs. Let me tell you something, man. I bet you never say that. I bet you would never say that if you never had it or you never got it. I bet you would never sit there and say that same comment, the same statement. I guarantee you would never say that if you were my age, 40, almost 41, and you never received handies or head. I bet you wouldn't say that comment if you never had that. It's easy for someone to say that if they get it. It's very easy for someone to say that if they get kinky fun and blowjobs, hand jobs from females on a regular, QT. I mean, I say quality time. That is quality time. In my book, fuck. I don't give a fuck. Easy. It's easy for someone to sit behind a computer, be a keyboard warrior. Easy for somebody to do that. It's just words, after all. Just words. Interesting. Then another person said, bringing up a homeless person. A homeless person has it much worse than I have it. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something. Not true. There's things that suck about my life that you guys don't even know. One of the things, I got cracked my head open when I was 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old, 10 stitches in my head. That might have made me crazy. Learning disabled, never knowing why I had a disability, never know what the disability was called. Never have no social life, no friends, just fucking drinking, get drunk with John, that's about it. I've never had a girlfriend really. The longest I love girls. The longest I was with a girl was 2 months. It didn't even work out. And that was 14, going on 15 years ago. That homeless guy might have had kids in his life. He might have 2 daughters or 1 boy and had sex, and I never even done it without a condom. I don't know what it's like without a condom. That homeless guy might have his parents, he might have self-confidence. I don't have that. Intrinsic things you can't put your finger on, or physical, nothing that's tangible. That homeless person might get pussy or head or blowjobs every once in a while, at least once a year. I don't even get it every 10 years. I don't even get that shit. I don't even get that. He might have TLC, tender love and care from a woman. I never get that. The most I ever get is here when I go to the dentist or I get my hair cut. That's the only time a girl touches me. And I have to pay for it to get a haircut. My life ain't all fucking jingles and jangles and roses and daisies and happies. I'll tell you that. I've done busting my ass off most of my damn life. High school sucked. I struggled. My dad helped me all throughout my school years. I didn't understand shit because of my learning delays. No self-esteem, confidence. Bullied all the time by kids. My teeth were crooked. I had braces for 6 years. I was picked on. Guy was going to light me on fire on the bus. He threatened me one time when I was in middle school. My dad even wore crazy hats to make him look crazy to try to scare the kids on the bus, because I threw snot balls at kids in the 80s when I was a kid because they tormented me. They buried me in sand. I couldn't breathe. Fucking had swallowed a tag. I almost died when I was a baby. My dad threw me to my mom like a fucking rag doll, like a baseball. My dad told me if it was a babysitter, I would be dead. Growing up, my dad always said I would never have lived if it wasn't for him being there, throwing me to my mom, and my mom took the tag out of my lungs and my throat. I almost drowned when I was a kid. My dad pulled me by my hair. I've had a lot of life-death experiences. My health ain't great. I have shitty health. It's my fault. I bring it on myself. I'm not sitting here to blame other people. I'm just saying to blame there's trade-offs. Every life is about trade-offs. Just because you think he has it bad doesn't mean he has it worse or he has it better. Just because he has it better doesn't mean vice versa. He has it worse or he has it better, because every life is different. Every person is different. You can't compare one person's life to another person's life because everybody's totally unique. I don't buy into that shit. Comparing one life. You could say, well, that guy's really rich. He's wealthy. He's got a shit ton of money. Well, maybe he's not happy. Maybe he's going to commit suicide next week. But you're still alive, right? Well, but the whole time you thought just because he had all that money, he's happy, right? Life is deceiving. What's the saying go? It's always greener on the other side. Never judge a book by its cover. Just because it might seem like I don't pay rent, but I still have to go to work I put in a full 40 hours a week, and it's stressful. I ain't gonna sit here and pretend it ain't stressful. Just because I don't pay bills, I pay bills. I pay my car, my phone, help my mom out. Just because and I don't have a girlfriend, and I don't get laid. I never get laid. I never get, I don't have a love life. And that shit sucks, man. At my age, I had to suffer all through my 30s and my 20s with the same bullshit. And here I am, 40, and I still don't have a partner and a companion. That fucking shit hurts, man. It's not fun, man. It's not fun having to bust your ass off at work and never getting gratification, satisfaction with a female. It's bullshit, man. I would love to take a girl out to shoot pool with, drink, and have sex and get laid and be compatible and live with her if she was a nurse, or she had a house, and just prepare dinner for her, or her prepare dinner for me if she makes good food, and go see movies and go to parks and hang out and have a regular normal sex life. I would love that. Maybe have a few kids, have a house. I would love that shit, but I don't have that privilege. I don't get that privilege. I don't have that. I don't have a woman in my life. The longest I did was like 2 months. And that's because I met her on a dating service on the phone. I mean, I ain't sitting here saying my life is tougher and harder than you guys. I'm not trying to say that. Uh, I know firefighters and pilots those are stressful occupations. Managers for rental apartments, that's stressful. I know, depending on what your job is, it's different stress levels, stress scores. I get that, but I'm not happy to say I've had over 52 jobs in my life, counting temp work and odd jobs and agencies, and I'm not happy about it, but it just turned out that way. But I'm old enough to tell you guys, I've been through it. I've worked a lot in my fucking life. I've sweated out. I've sweated a shitload of my life. I've been around. I've worked a lot. I've been in different jobs, a shitload of different jobs. But the hardest was the food service in the factory. I worked in the printing factory. That was pretty tough. I've done construction, and it wasn't even construction is cake. It ain't that hard. You lift cinder blocks and boulder, whatever, and brick. I mean, it's frustrating. You gotta deal with the lighting and lay thing lift, and in the summer it gets brutal. I mean, if it's 100 degrees, man, it's not easy. But I've worked in over 140 degree conditions where I went in the freezer, deep freezer, and had to take my shirt off just to cool off. Fucking condensation pouring off the ceiling in my job. I've seen cockroaches go through cracks at jobs. I've worked in another job that had cockroaches. So don't give me this bullshit about fucking I'm lazy. I'm not trying to hear that shit. been busting my ass like a donkey slave since slave wage, making slave wage income. Next to nothing since I was like 18. Uh, I don't know. Alright, one more video.